Welcome to Echoes of Grace.
By the doctrine of corruption, 10 plus 10 is equal to 0. Hallelujah. 50 plus 1 million is equal to 0. In the calculation of corruption, 0 is the king. 0 is the ultimate number. Because it doesn't matter how much you put in, it will be equal to 0. We took some time to calculate how much loans Nigeria took in 8 years. We also took some time to see some projects that have been appearing in the budget for 15 years. There's a certain project. It's called East-West Road. How many of you are from there? East-West Road is still under construction, but it appears in the budget every single year. In fact, based on the permutation that was done, 10% of what have been spent, that is on paper, 10% of what have been spent on paper for East-West Road can actually do East-West Road. So in the day of corruption, 1 trillion plus 1 trillion is equal to 0. It's a straight, even the calculators. When I was in the oil industry, what we do is that we take crude, I eventually saw the refinery take crude to Netherlands. I saw the refinery with my eyes on our last trip. Then they refine, and then they bring the refined products back. It's a swap project. Are you there? So the product, the money that is supposed to be gotten from that sale, we are not paying for the crude. It's our crude. Think of it. We take it somewhere and refine, because our refineries are not. So it's only the cost for refinement and transportation. Let me not trouble you. There is a beast in the land. The reason for the horns is to scatter Jerusalem, to scatter Judah and Israel. So it doesn't matter what you bring in, it is scattered. It is scattered. It's a beast of darkness. We are tired. And until the priest arrives, there will be no change in the land. We are the carpenters. We are the carpenters this morning. We want to dethrone the spirit called corruption. It has eaten that which was meant for our generation. It has also eaten that which was meant for our children. Now it is heading for that which was meant for our grandchildren. And it's heading there with an insatiable appetite, so that no man in Jerusalem, no man in Judah can lift up his head. How many of you were there in the heat of the sun trying to cast your vote? Were you there? We saw some collation papers. In fact, my daughter Debbie, that is learning how to write, she will do better than 627. Then they will now cancel it. Then change it to 62,000. Then they will cancel that one. Then as they are canceling, they didn't even remember to ensure that the summation of what they are entering amounts to the total. For the first time in my life, I saw that a nation was kidnapped. We used to hear about kidnapping. A nation of professors, of learned people, of prophets that can see visions. That nation was in transit and was kidnapped. Now, even if you are the one that is made the president, wisdom demands that you don't claim you want to start governance. There are spirits in. It's just like Solomon built a house to the Lord, and because he had so many wives, each wife began to demand for him to build temples to their gods. Say, okay, I'm not going to do it in Jerusalem. No, we are not looking for Jerusalem. Just build us something. So he'll build, he'll commission, go here, commission. When his son took over the throne, the guy wanted to come and do governance. He didn't know that there were spirits. There were spirits in the land. He wanted to say, we won the elections. That was not the issue. The issue is that your father has created pits in the territory. They are pits. They are pits, and this part of the assignment belongs to the priest. There is a spirit of falsehood that the land is accepting. Okay, they say, INEC said, we are going to make everything electronic, so the moment you just, 200, you just enter it, then it will go online, and nobody can go there and delete it. They now called INEC, the Senate called INEC, they said, this is the plan we are put in place to ensure that everything is okay. They tested it, it worked. Then the same INEC began to contradict itself in court. Not another INEC, the same INEC. If you say you want to do a rerun, who will superintend it? This same system. Oh, okay, so if it's this same system, who won the old one? So what has changed? There's a beast, there's a horn. And you bring in an angel from Zion to come and superintend the process. Or the same people that came up with this one you have rejected. You yourself came to violate your own law, and you are contradicting yourself. And we have not deployed psychiatrists in mass to go and check the mental health of the people involved. We have not done that. There's a spirit here. It's a horn that is determined to scatter Jerusalem and to scatter Judah, so that no man can lift all. It's actualization is out of the way. So we have agitations from all the corners, because many men have seen that the hope of actualization is not in view. Can we destroy? This is not what God told us. God spoke through our ancestor, Parsidnialty. He said we were going to rank chiefest among the nations in corruption. But a time will come where righteousness will spring up from our land. We are in that day where righteousness will find the taproot. But we need to destroy these horns to create space for the seed, the root of righteousness to spring forth. Are you still with me today? We have another horn to deal with. It's called insecurity. Some of our brethren here in the congregation are military people that have served in the northeast, in the theater of battle. Some of them present, at least I've seen one. So I engaged them on the war front. I engaged them. Once upon a time, their commanding officer came here to seek strategies on how this beast could be cut off. And we were led to do some spiritual exercises. When he went back, no man under his hand died. The moment they posted him out, and someone else came to replace him. If you find one of the insurgents and you ask them, why are you fighting? He doesn't even know. What are you fighting for? He doesn't know. It's a horn. It doesn't make sense. Can we cry to him? Many of our colleagues, pastors, have been killed in this. Their children are orphans. I was told about a conference of widows, right? Conference of widows. So before the insecurity started, the number of widows that were registered were 5,000. 2 years later, 2 or 3 years later, the number of widows that were registered, 25,000. All the women sitting in this place, you know what it means when your husband is not around. Some women have been forced into that state of widowhood, and their tears and the voice of their cry is no longer audible because it's at the background. The nation is sitting on grief, a grief of men that have been maimed. And as I speak, my own brother, the best among us, was kidnapped. We had to go recover his dead corpse in the forest. Yes, a gentleman of the family. He can't hurt anybody. We had to recover his dead corpse. So I did not go for the burial, because no, to see him in a casket, no, we'll see him. Interview an insurgent, he'll say he doesn't know why he's fighting.